Alright, hey guys, welcome back to the stream. Tonight we are back in Greedfall. And first thing we're setting out to do right now is the Trial of Waters main quest. And our next objective there, we have to go meet with, what's her name again? Glendawn. And the council. To find out if we can... Okay, I'm going to be honest, I spent a lot of time grinding in Code Vein, and I kind of forgot why we're going to see her. I know it has something to do with Constantine and the cure for Malachor. So, we get to find out again together. Also, I'm going to hurry up and get out of New Serene because I've been listening to that hammer for about the last 4 minutes while I try to set everything up. And I'm a little tired of it. Do these guys still attack me even though I'm so much stronger now? Music says they will. Yep. And unfortunately for them, I have gotten much stronger than the first time I fought them, and they have not. On the upside, they still give me some moderate loot. Honestly, it's a lot of stuff just going to take up weight in my inventory at this point. Real quick. Seems like there should be something right here. This is one of the downsides I have to playing games like this with the big worlds. I can get distracted very easily from point A to point B. Alright, there we go. So after the last stream, I did a little bit throughout the world. I didn't go anywhere that I had any kind of story going. But I did go to basically every other zone, trying to level up, and explored the remainder of the map just to get it opened up and charted out. I placed a couple of campsites and things like that. Nothing major that will actually affect the story in any major way, but enough so that I could gather up some money and hopefully progress a little faster. And I did respec my character, so I know some of my stats will be a little different. I don't know if I think this is the right way. Hey guys! That was kind of a decently planned ambush, just poorly executed. Gather all of this up, because this is honestly where most of my money for the outfitting everything came from, was the animals. I think I had a couple hundred leather, several hundred beast essence. Like, oh, there's something else up here? about to have a bad day, my friend. Okay, stop jumping around. There you are. I know there was one more. Oh, and that's why you don't look away from the screen. Which way was I going? Are you gonna attack me too? Okay. Oh, a new area. Okay. Alright, so this will be our first time in a truly new zone in a little while. I think we'll take the low road. Oh no, not these things. That's why I said not these things. Come on. Yeah, I don't like these things. They are a little more damaging than what I'm used to dealing with. Dang it. Yeah, I know my armor's broken. And I also know that now I'm out of ammo.
You were lucky. Without our presence here.
Yes. Blessed be the earth that has brought you to us at this time.
Yuan, I was touched. I am hurt.
Oh no! Morian!
These creatures are venomous. If their venom has come into contact with her blood, this young woman does not have long.
And we are too far from the village to seek help. How are we going to save her?
I know a potion that will erase the effects of the venom.
I have a vial of it in my bag. Hold on.
Thank you. Truly the best winds have brought you to us.
Here, drink this.
Don't worry. It'll heal you.
You can trust her. She knows what she's doing.
Morian, what do you feel?
Oi. I feel the pain leaving me.
She is saved. You have great wisdom. May the trees always bear fruits on your journey. You have saved Morian.
It was nothing. I'm glad I could help you.
You are different from other Renaigse. You know the potions. But what were you looking for here?
We came to study this place, the carvings in particular.
This is one of our places of ritual. A place of connection. What do you hope to learn from our carvings?
I seek to understand the mechanisms of your transformations. I think these carvings could help with this.
You seek the secrets of the Donegada. You should speak with Armal.
Yes, his name is Dunkas. He is also our Donegad, and his wisdom is boundless.
Here is someone who should be able to answer all your questions, Afra.
Let us go then. We will have time to discuss on the way.
I have so many questions about this place, about the rituals that take place here.
Okay, that works. Not exactly the solution to that problem I expected, but it works.
Bertir Toma, Donkas. These Renaigse saved my life.
What happened?
We were meditating at the sacred circle in Kerganau, and we were attacked. Morian was poisoned, and they gave her a potion.
Really? We are not yet used to the Renaigse doing something without expecting something in return. You should go and meditate now. I have to talk to them.
They are different from the others. Oh, I'm sure of it.
I hear your gratitude, Morian. It honors you. Now go. Leave us.
My name is Desardet. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation.
And I am Dunkas, the Marl of the Yigidor, and also his Donegad. Your face markings designate you as one of ours, yet you are a Lugaid Blau. A clan that rarely shows generosity, yet you saved Morian. I thank you for this.
Please, we couldn't let her die without doing anything.
This feeling brings you honor. But what were you doing near our sacred circle in Kerganau?
It was me who led my friends there. I was hoping to study the circle to better understand your culture.
Loyans always want the same thing. They covet our secrets to better steal our land, to better hurt our children.
Calm now. Perhaps this lioness is different from the others. Maybe we were wrong about them too.
I'm not trying to conquer your island, let alone hurt anyone. I just want to know.
A noble quest that could perhaps bring peace, but to which I cannot answer alone. I cannot reveal such secrets without seeking advice from the Order Donegada. But in order to thank you for saving one of our daughters, stay with us tonight. Eat and celebrate life. Maybe by sharing this joyous moment, you will learn something.
We accept your invitation. Isn't that right, Desardet?
Of course. Thank you for welcoming us, Dunkas.
Alright, yeah, we can do this one first, because this should be a fairly short one.
I'm sorry.
I guess I'm going to do it whether I want
You
to or
look
not.
disappointed.
I did not expect your Donegad to reveal all its secrets to us, but I would have loved to learn more.
Perhaps you should be patient. It takes years to understand the mysteries of the Donegada. And since you are staying with us tonight, it will be an opportunity to continue learning.
That's what I hope.
Thank you for welcoming us tonight. We had a good time.
Yes. It was very enlightening.
We are glad that you stayed with us. We too have learned from you.
Your face brims with thoughts, Afra. Is something wrong?
It's nothing. Probably just tiredness.
We should all rest. It has been a long day. May your dreams be wonderful.
Good night.
May the moon watch over your dreams.
Is something wrong?
Dunkus wasn't here tonight, yet he's the one who invited us to stay. I also saw one of the elders sneaking out of the village.
You think they're hiding something from us?
I don't know. But since they don't want to share their knowledge with us, let's try to follow them.
I don't like it one bit, Afra. If the elders and Dunkas are gone, then we have no right to follow them.
In that case, why don't you explain where the transformation comes from?
It's not something that can be explained that easily. You have to believe to understand. You are not capable.
I see. So we will discreetly follow these people, since this is the price of knowing.
Oh, damn it.
Ato oi! I'd like to speak to you. Ato... Bird tear to mud. Thank you for coming to talk to me. You are on Olmanawi, but you also look like a Lugaid Blau.
Lugaid Blau? Is that what you call the congregation?
Yes, those who have yellow eyes on their banner.
They are coins. But to answer your question, yes, I am the legate of the congregation.
Is legate the Renaigse word for on Olmanawi?
No. It means that I am in charge of diplomatic relationships with the other nations.
So I was right. You will be able to help us. Some of your clan are preventing us from accessing one of our sacred glades.
Really? Why would they do that?
Several seasons ago, some men from your clan came to ask us for wood for their houses. There were some old trees in this glade, so we let them do what they wanted. At first, everything was fine. But then they cut down too many trees. So we wanted to heal the place, plant some new trees, but they won't let us come close. Their bod irony, their warriors, are stopping us from doing so.
I could investigate.
Yes, please. You must tell them that they have to let us heal the glade.
Okay, then.
Here they are. Let's try not to be detected.
And the last time I did something like this, I ended up getting in a fight.
Why don't the creatures attack them?
I don't know. Are they guarding this place?
If they're trained to guard it, this must be a very important place.
Okay, then. Wait, did I actually make it past them?
Shh! I hear something.
We found them. Look. Let's be as discreet as possible.
I don't like this.
They are below.
Get down or we'll be seen.
Forgive us. We did not intend to interrupt you.
Approach, Red Knights. Why are you here?
We're sorry. We didn't mean to interrupt your conversation.
We need answers, so we followed your elders.
I never thought I would see you like this, hiding in the bushes, spying on your elder's daughter of Bladnit.
I'm the one who brought her here. She didn't want to follow you, but she refused to tell me what I need to know.
Well, since you absolutely want to learn, do as the apprentices do. Take a seat and be quiet. We are here to meditate, to hear the voice of the earth, because the wind has changed.
Close doors are weakness, dearie. You were right. Johan is ready. Morion's trial has made her more sensitive.
She is his Minundanem, and he is hers. One cannot progress without the other. She will have to bring him to the Cave of Knowledge. This will be his last trial before creating the bond.
May their path be gentle and shielded. As for me, I hear the call ever louder, Dunkas.
And the day the call is loud enough, you will respond just like each of us. But it's not yet time for you to join in on Nilfrictenen. So, Afra, are you satisfied with what you saw?
It was informative, although it's not what I expected. Thank you, Dunkus. This meeting was strange. It almost seemed like they really heard voices in the wind.
Maybe it's true.
Some believe so strongly that they end up hearing or seeing what they hope for.
Have you learned what you wanted to?
What they said about these young people we helped out, about the fact they were ready to bind themselves. We have a unique opportunity of seeing a transformation with our very own eyes.
But we can't follow them wherever they go.
No, of course not. I must think on it. Come back and talk to me later.
Great, because now I have, a major reputation that I have to repair. Well, maybe not as much as I thought. Oh dang, she's way over here again. $600 away. How large is this zone? So I want to stop by here real quick just to see. I know a lot of times the native merchants don't have that much.
Look at all this.
But getting a lot closer. Looks like it'd be about the same as what she has, so we'll skip that one. Now, coming up here, we didn't have to walk the trail, so there may still be stuff I've got to deal with here. What's the best way here? Alright. Straight down this little trail. Camp's already been set up here. Oh, more bandits. Let's see. Okay. I love how most of my attacks in that weren't even needed. Okay, so I kind of know where I was. I thought I was in a completely different zone. So they brought me back to here. Yeah, just a second, guys. Alright, and I'm back. let's take a look at this. If I had to guess, I'm going to have to go down here and through the circle up the other side. Okay, so that's the rest of Aphra's quest, I guess. Where is this thing? I have a weird feeling it's going to be a campsite that I can fast travel to from now on. If I had to guess, I'd say that's probably going to be a skill shrine. Or this is what they normally put out on things like this. I was mistaken. You guys are fun. Ow! Damn it! I went into that fight poorly planning it. Alright, I know there's nothing out on the tree now, so I'm not really that worried about what's over there. I'll come back and deal with things like that later. Okay, so a whole bunch of people just spawned all at once. Yeah, where do you people keep coming from?
Do it.
Hello. My name is Desardet. I am the legate of the merchant congregation. May I enter?
Good day, Legate de Sardet. No, this building is closed to Renaigse.
I am Siora, daughter of Bladne, daughter of Meb. My mother, the Mal of the Red Spears, was a member of the council.
All here remember, and the Vorsht Tirse. She was a courageous Mal, but you are not yet Mal in her stead, and you do not carry her seal. I am sorry, Siora. I cannot allow you to enter.
I beg your pardon. I did not know.
If I cannot enter, perhaps you could tell the elder of the council that I request an audience.
Glendon cannot speak with you, Legate. Times are difficult, and his time is precious. He only accepts to meet the members of the council or their representatives.
How can I prove that I am the representative of one of them?
If you are a trusted friend of a council member, he will give you his seal, and we would know it. I will then be glad to allow you to enter. You would be the first Renaigse to obtain such an honor.
I will return later.
If you have a seal, you will be welcome. If not, you are wasting your time and mine.
Okay. Oh yeah, he was okay. I was trying to remember who it was I'm supposed to be asking for help here. Any of these? Not bad. Oh, hey man, I didn't even see the message pop up. I have had an absolute blast with this game so far. I think I followed it for a good 2 year or a good year at least before it released. Yeah, let's see, the last time I streamed before this was about the time that Coin Guard attempted their coup, and Constantine was diagnosed with Malachor.
Greetings, Katasak.
Bertir Tumat, what can I do for you?
I'm looking to meet
let's
Enon
go
Mil
this route.
Frictiman. I went all the way to the village council.
But they did not let you speak to Glendan the Elder.
Precisely. They said that only the friends of a member of the council might enter.
And my word was not enough. It seems that I must be a Mal to be heard.
Do not be sad, daughter of Bloodnid. One day you will be as great a chief as your mother. And you too will have a seal. This seal will allow you to give voice to the friends of your clan, those who may speak in your name. Here, friend of Wenxavier, take my seal and go and meet Glendan. But you must convince him and no doubt pass many trials. Many monsters and traps are hidden on the path you seek to follow.
Thank you, Katasak.
Yeah, from what I remember,
Why
they're
are
a
you
fairly
helping me?
small
I
developer.
do not wish to
I don't think
lose the
they've
one who placed his life
put a whole
in
lot
my
into like
hands.
merchandising,
And you
which seems like a missed
have
opportunity
already
with this
shown me
game.
your friendship.
I hope that Glendan will allow you to meet this god, cousin. Leave as soon as you can. Godspeed.
Have no fear. I'll do whatever it takes. I must go.
Yeah, I think the first time I heard about it though, I think really all they had put together of the game so far was the three nations and the natives on the island, and there wasn't really much else put up for it at that point. They had one cutscene out, and that was it. So I got a chance to follow it pretty close, and the day it came out, I was there to pick it up. Let's see. I don't you got any more yet? No. Alright, now will you listen to me?
You have returned. The rule is still the same, you know.
Here is the seal of Donegad Katasach, of the village of Wenchavier.
And so you are a trusted friend of the great healer. He must see your true face and find it worthy. Enter.
Monsters so far?
You are welcome.
A few different types of Nadaig, and I'm trying to think. Let's see. I got through the Coin Guard arena, so I've encountered most of the major types, I think.
I give you warm greetings, Glendan. I am Desardet, legate of the Congregation of Merchants.
Your merchant congregation sways me very slightly from my path. But you are a current of Katasach. His trust in you makes me stop and look at you. What brings you here?
I seek a remedy. My cousin and many other people on our island suffer from a terrible sickness. We think that Enon Milfrictiman can help us find a cure.
Really? And Katasach sent you to see me?
He told me that the only way to meet with your god was to come and see you. You would judge our worthiness.
Judge your intentions? Yes, that I can do. But even if I should do this, you would have many trials to pass. For the path you seek to follow has only been tread but a very few times, and you are the first Renaigse to set foot upon it. We must begin where everything begins. There is a trial. The trial of water. It will show us the reflection of your soul.
What must I do?
You must go to a cavern and tell me what you see on the seal you will find deep in its center.
And I suppose this cavern is guarded.
That is true. But the simplest solution is not always the best. It is a path with many forks. I hope you will prove that you understand the spirit of our people and our island. Go now. Show us your true face, and return purified by the waters of the cavern.
I must leave. Goodbye.
Qua awelem seg.
Okay, that sounded like a different voice actor.
You have spoken to Glendan as you wanted. What more can I do for you?
I was asked to pass the trial of water. What do you know about it?
I have never passed it. Only those who must reveal their soul walk this path. The High Kings and Queens. It is a tremendous honor given to you, Renaigse.
Do you have any advice to give me?
I only know that the trial can be passed in many ways, and your choice
I can see a lot of
will reveal
similarities
the
to those.
makings of your soul. One way is through strength.
I see it a
the
lot
other
as
by
Skyrim
rules
with a
and
touch of
art.
Fable.
But I know
personally.
no more than this.
And I think that may
The
be more
trials are
the
kept
aesthetic and
secret.
the outfits and everything.
Anything
but
else?
Nothing else, thank you. I need to leave.
Good luck. And do not lose yourself in your own reflection.
That's an ominous thing to say. It has been a lot of fun to play through, though. I gotta admit, I was very surprised by it, especially given how small the team was that made it.
Siora, do you know anything about the trial that awaits us inside?
My mother passed it during the last election, but it was Vinbar that was elected in the end.
Did she tell you about it?
A little, but it is a secret trial. It is important that you give your whole heart to it. I know that you must choose your path in your way. Combat is not necessarily the best response, even if it allows you to get to where you are going. If you are confronted with animals, remind yourself that they must feed, and there are ways of altering food to make those who eat it fall into a deep and peaceful sleep.
Is that an idea that your mother used? It's clever. Thank you.
Okay.
Look. These beasts are feeding on that carcass. If only we could pour some sleeping potion on it.
I don't think I have any sleeping potion. Or do I? Dang it. If I can remember how to do this. I'd never thought about it resembling Sims like that, but I could see how that might be something that would worry someone. Alright. I think I'm going to need to go back and get that. Or can I? Is there a workbench anywhere near here? Camp there. And I don't think they have a merchant in this one. That one. I'm trying to remember Serene Waters. I don't remember what that one was. It seems like I remember the quest name. But a lot of the quests that I've been through, the names kind of bled together, so I'm not sure if I'm not 100% on that one. Oh, wait. I think I do remember that. I think I was like level 4 when I went into that one. Or wait. Or is that the one with the, was that before or after the swamp?
Look. These beasts are feeding on that carcass. If only we could pour some sleeping potion on it.
You did it. They're sleeping. We should be able to pass without a fight.
Nice. A tree and then a cave scene. Okay, now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure I know which one you're talking about, and no, I was a lot higher level when I got to that one.
Watch out, Anadai!
Look at the basin, and the symbols around it. Given the islanders' taste for rituals and enigmas, I think you should touch the water.
You were freezing and you had this empty stare. The water in the basin spoke to you, no?
Yes.
Yeah, I think I do remember the one you're talking about.
Lightning-struck tree.
I don't think I was
There
quite that
something
high. It
else
was
for
like
a brief
12 or
moment.
13.
Tell us. Visions like this are guides, keys
Yeah, I
for the
was a lot.
sacred
I was
rituals.
above level 9,
was in the
and it
sky.
was a lot easier for me
I
than
was floating,
it probably
carried
should
by
have
the
been.
wind. And it was a cold feeling. I was high up and it was getting colder and colder. I felt my blood freezing in my veins. I fell to the ground and spun slowly. And then the sun warmed me, and suddenly I bounced on the ground, and I was taken by the bubbling current of this creek. Then, just like before, the vision dissipated, and I was suddenly with you again. This stone bears the image of a storm, or perhaps the wind. On this stone, the sun is visible. The drawing on this stone makes me think of fire. This drawing looks like an infant. Could it represent life? Here, this looks like a snowflake. This stone is adorned with the etching of a... This stone is blackened, eaten away. I think it is supposed to evoke death.
I feel like I'm supposed to finish this. Water, ice.
This stone bears the image of a storm, or I must have lit the candles in the wrong order.
I don't remember the story she told.
Evidently,
so
I shouldn't have lit this candle. must have lit the candles in the wrong order.
Alright. So it's wind, ice.
Evidently, I shouldn't have lit this candle.
Wind, ice, sun. Okay. And combat is something we're supposed to avoid, so... I think that door is closed to them, but...
This must be the seal that Glendan spoke about. It looks like the silhouette of the mountain of Tir Fredi, and a face is drawn within it.
The spirit of the volcano. One of the faces of Enon Milfrichtemen.
As far as running through the plot goes, I kind of do a lot of grinding, and not really grinding, but I do more of my just open exploration out of stream. So I'm probably a little over-leveled for most of the areas that I'm in.
They're Tir to mad on Olmanawi. I congratulate you for passing the trial. Enter.
Like right now I'm level 27, I could probably do this at 23, 24 pretty easily.
And so you have returned. Can you tell me what the seal deep within the cavern brings into your mind?
A face in the mountain of Tir Fredi.
Then you have seen the true face of the island when looking into her waters. And the island has seen inside you. You sent the beasts into a deep sleep. That was very clever. Another before you did the same. In choosing the path of silence, you avoided confronting the Dosantats. Finally, you have completed the ritual. And in so doing, the Guardian recognized you as a wise man. You choose to trust the way of rules and wisdom. It is a difficult path, but it carries generous fruits. The island has seen your intelligence and also your compassion. The friendship of Katasach towards you no longer surprises me.
Am I authorized to encounter Enon Milfrichtemen now? To present him with my request?
If the High King agrees, yes. We shall not oppose that decision. Only a High King or High Queen is allowed to open the sanctuary. I warned you. Your voyage is far from over.
I suppose that I'm going to need to convince him as well. Where can I find him?
I do not know. And I believe that it may be another trial on your path to find the one you seek.
Is he hiding? Has he been captured?
He disappeared several months ago. Since then, we have not heard from him. He was worried about the Renaigse. The last people to have seen him, I'm told, were the most important chiefs of the clans here at the council. There was Deirdre, Blatnid, Ulan, and Dunkas.
My mother, alas, can tell us nothing more.
Yes, I heard about your loss, Yora. And divorced Tirce. Mourning is a difficult time to pass.
And divorced Tirce. Thank you, Glinda.
Deirdre is the Mal of the clan of the Storm Warriors. You will find her in the village of Vedlog.
I have already met her. She sent me to confront a guardian.
That sounds like her. Ulan is the Mal of the village of Vignamri.
near the coast. It is said that he welcomes the Renaigse. As for Dunkas, he leads the Vigigidor. He is the chief of the Earth Healers. His village is not very far from the Didekidan Nad, I guess.
Very well. I will go and see them. Try to find this High King. Thank you, Glendan.
Kwa'awalamsek. I hope that you will find him.
Yeah, I try not to overlevel too much, man. I pretty much try to push it enough to... I try to push it enough so that, like, when I stream, it will go smoothly. And I don't have too many instances where I'm far too weak to hit to get through an area. And also because I'm a bit of a... I do like, at times, just be able to burn through something. But I have tried not to overlevel too far in this one. It seems like you would probably lose quite a bit of what makes the game enjoyable. Because part of the fun is the challenge. At the same time, when I respect, I also went probably way too heavy into a couple of different areas. Okay. And seems like I was leveled up earlier. Nothing that I really want to do there. Yeah, I keep fighting myself right now because I've got this, and I do Code Vein every other night as well. And that one's getting to a point right now where it's really sucking me in.
Lieutenant, I demand an explanation. Tell us what is going on. We haven't heard anything about Lord Dorsey's condition in spite of our inquiries. We are extremely worried. And then all of a sudden one of his guards appears, shaken and on his own, though he is part of his retinue.
Please, allow me the chance to shed some light, my lady.
Your soldier is nothing more than a coward for abandoning his highness.
Tell me, what is going on?
This soldier has just reported in. He is asking for reinforcements. He believes that Lord Dorsey has been attacked.
He believes? He ran here without full knowledge of what happened firsthand.
I was sent on patrol far from the camp, but I heard screams from men and from beasts. I wanted to return to camp, but then I heard a deafening sound, grinding like a landslide. I thought then it would be best just to go and get help.
Thank you, Lieutenant. You are dismissed. I would like to have a discussion with this man alone.
Yes.
My lady, could you lead these fine people into the hallway if you would be so kind?
Certainly. I deplore this embarrassing turn of events. But know that you have my full support in all circumstances.
In the interest of avoiding a general panic, tell me precisely what happened back there.
Your cousin ordered us to escort him beyond the town limits. The Islander convinced him to go on some journey.
By Islander, do you mean the Doneigad that came to treat his affliction?
Yes. A strange bird. Missing more than one feather, you ask me, milady. I was ordered to set up patrol along a small path, rather far from the rest of the company. I was told to protect our perimeter from anyone wandering along. According to the Islander, it was the only access to their planned destination. I did my rounds for quite some time. Not a soul came along. But then I heard cries a ways off, and I went running to help. I heard an enormous crashing sound like an avalanche of rocks. So then I turned right back around.
And you ran all the way here? Do you know precisely where the company was when you heard these sounds?
No, not precisely. I hadn't gone there. But I could show you where I was posted. The islander said they were following the path, but he was quite a ways ahead when I lost sight of them.
Why didn't you go and look for yourself? To see if they had been buried by a rock slide?
What? Alone? What could I have done?
See what?
It seemed of greater urgency to go and get help.
I'm still having trouble deciding if cowardice or intelligence got the best of you. But that's a question for your superiors.
I'm not familiar with Outcry too
My
much.
cousin was quite
Code
weak.
Vein, if you
Do you know why he decided to follow the Denegad?
His Highness
interested
was
in,
feeling
like,
much
Souls-like
better.
games, I highly
The
recommend it,
potions
man.
that
It's
he
a
was
lot of fun.
drinking must have been potent. I mean to show no disrespect to his Highness, but that islander had the high ground in the War of Wits. I wasn't privy to their counsel. I haven't the beginning of an explanation for the expedition. But your cousin was all full of enthusiasm and ordered that we set out as quick as we could make ready.
That sounds like him. What sort of mess has he gotten himself into again?
I am sorry, milady. But I don't know anything else I could tell you.
Dismissed, soldier. Looks like I'm going on an expedition.
Thank you, milady.
Okay. Let's go find our cousin. How did I fail that? Okay, yeah, I can. If it's a pretty old game, I can kind of see why it might not be on Twitch. I'm kind of surprised there's nothing on it, but it does kind of. I guess it does kind of make sense if it's an older game why it wouldn't be, you know, one of the big ones on here anymore. Well, I say that you've got some games that have been running pretty strong on Twitch for about the last decade, so. Oh yeah, I think I remember what that was for. I mean, if it's a game you really enjoy playing, and no one else is really messing with it, as far as, you know, streaming it, then I would say absolutely go for it. I do this, man. I have a lot of fun streaming. I've met a few people that, or at least I've met a few people in chat that I probably never would have got a chance to otherwise. So, like I say, for me, this is a lot of fun. That's the whole reason I even do it. There we go. Where are you, cousin? Oh, you're right there. And yeah, if you can, like, if you got everything set up to stream.
This is the camp that Constantine's escort must have established.
It looks more like a battlefield. I hope the Denegad and your cousin survived the fight.
Search the area. Let's see if we can find any clues as to what happened here.
I don't
The
see anything
tents
that
are
looks like a rock
lacerated
slide.
by what looks like claws. And there are traces of blood everywhere. Some of these men must have been attacked in their sleep. By beasts?
Yeah, mine's fairly new as well.
Most of the weapons
I
are
have
missing.
this one,
Our
a
soldiers
YouTube
wouldn't
channel.
have taken a rest without defenses. Our soldiers were attacked by surprise, and animals were
That's
amongst
the way
the
some of those games are.
assailants. However, our men reacted properly.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
They
like
were
I
armed and they
have
fled
this,
as
a
best
YouTube
they
channel,
could.
a Twitter,
There
and a
were no
Facebook
bodies,
account that all have
and
the
no
same
sign
name.
of the presence of Constantine
That
or
I started
Catisac.
about the same time
Perhaps they
I
were in another place.
started trying
and
to
the
do all of
soldiers
this.
wanted to join them. We need to follow the tracks.
Like with Twitch, you know, they only keep your streams up for, I think it's 14 days.
This
So,
area has been trampled.
I upload everything to
An
YouTube
entire stampede
before it
passed
has a
by
chance
here.
to do that.
Our soldiers must
So
have
all of my
fled the
replays stay
area
there.
and taken this path followed by their assailants. This is a sacred place of a native cult. No doubt this is where Catisac and Constantine were going.
It isn't really a place of a cult, but rather a place of anchoring. A place where Donegada perform a ritual to become Sinol Menawi. These places are charged with great energy. Perhaps Catisac wanted to use it to bring relief to your cousin.
Perhaps. But there are bodies. And without a doubt, there was fighting here. Search this. Let's see what we are able to find. A crater. Without a doubt caused by an explosive potion. The soldiers might have been carrying them. They must have been desperate to have taken such drastic measures.
Oh, you're good, man.
The
When I
corpses
try to
of
type a
both
lot of times, I'm
men
the same
and
way.
beasts.
As far as the
These
social media
soldiers
thing goes,
fought dearly to the end.
if I get to
Neither
a point
Constantine
later on
nor
down the road
Catisac
where
are
I can do
amongst
this, you know, and make some money off of it, that's great. If I can't, I can't.
This blade is a native ritual
I really
knife,
enjoy these types of games
and this bowl contained a potion.
and
Someone must
everything
have
about them.
performed a
So
ritual here. Could
for me,
Catisac
it's
have
all
found a
about being
better
able to
means
share that
alleviate
moment in a game.
Constantine's symptoms. Constantine and Catisac must have been visiting
So like
this
I
place.
say, I keep all my
Perhaps performing
replays on
some sort
YouTube,
of healing ritual. When the attack took place, the
and
soldiers intervened.
I
and
use
many
Facebook to
fell
share
during
like
the fight.
highlights
But
videos
a
out of
group
the
escaped
streams
down
and
this
stuff like
path.
that. So it'll be like
We
boss
need to
fights
continue
and that
following
kind of
their
stuff.
tracks.
Twitter honestly is more I could see that. Like I could see that being a driving factor for a lot of people.
More tracks. Footprints. The ones who got away fled this way.
Oh damn, trees are still on fire here.
Strange. These trees look half calcinated, as if they were exposed to immense heat. These weapons are in terrible condition. Whatever did these men come up against?
A strange feeling we're about to find
Another
out.
burnt tree. This path seems to have been scorched in flames. More signs can explain. Can't believe that our soldiers could be carrying so many explosive potions. These poor soldiers were torn to pieces. Animals again? Or something else?
I will give you Twitter's heavily marketing oriented. And I that's kind of what I use it for, is to keep track of like
New
games in
footprints.
development and things like that.
It looks as if a group met up with them and took this path.
I don't use it much at all
There
myself.
was more fighting over here.
It's
There were
just
not
easier
only
to see
corpses
what's
of our
coming.
own men. Where could these other soldiers have come from?
loot left laying on the ground.
More signs of explosions. But what were they doing with all these explosives on them?
Yeah, it's got to be over here somewhere. One thing I will say I've learned. One thing I will say I've learned about like trying to grow a stream and you know get your name out there
Only a handful made it up here.
is you have to learn, or you have to use social media in some manner or another.
The path stops on this overhang, and despite signs of a skirmish, I can't see any sign of Constantine or Katazak. These rocks were broken, as if they had taken cannon fire. But what could have happened here? I don't recognize these men. Still more unknown soldiers. Could they have been responsible for the attack? This one is carrying a letter. Let's see. According to this note, this troop came from an outpost of the Bridge Alliance close by. The patrol, no doubt. Could the bridge be in some way linked to this attack? That makes no sense. These vials look familiar. Katazak used the very same to stock his potions. He came all the way here. I'm going to pick them up. I recognize this sack. It's my cousin's. Oh, Constantine.
Oh, what in the world?
What have you gotten yourself into again? Very well. Let's.
Oh dang, that gave me a nice little
Constantine and Katazak definitely came through
deafening
here to
noise in my
perform
headphones.
some
Thank you,
sort
man.
of
That's what,
ritual.
by the way.
But they were attacked. An attack obviously involving wild animals. And then there are these traces of inexplicable
Like I say,
flames. Could it be magic?
my stream is mostly.
You cannot suspect my people.
Like I say, my whole
are
thing about it
behind
is
this
I like
attack.
being able to share that moment in a game.
You have strayed far.
I
from
use the
the
different
path.
accounts.
No one would have attacked Katazak.
Unless he himself was behind it.
Well, thank you.
He's
Thank
a
you very much,
powerful
man.
Donaga.
It's
The
nice to hear that.
beasts obey him.
How could you even think something like that? He is a healer. He brought comfort to your cousin.
What the heck is going on?
Perhaps he only did it to gain our trust. With Constantine captive, he can now apply leverage to the colonists and force them to accept his conditions. But in all truth, I have no idea what to think. Regardless of who is guilty, I must find my cousin. Perhaps we could return to Wenxavier in order to learn more. Katazak may have returned there. His Voglendyke might be able to tell us where to find him. We are also going to have to visit the outpost. Their soldiers participated in the combat. Or at least the end of it. They must have some stories to tell us.
And you think that they would have taken Constantine? Is that possible? Maybe he was in need of treatment. But if you suspect them to have participated in the combat to capture him, I think you're wasting your time. I know the captain of that outpost. A pessimistic man who would never order an attack without being absolutely certain of total victory without losses.
Perhaps. Unless he was simply obeying orders. It does belong to the Coin Guard, after all. However, one way or another, Constantine is in danger. Let us be on our way without further delay.
But no, what I was gonna say, again, thank you very much for that. But I've gotten to where I use the Twitter and or where I use Facebook mostly as my secondary account, and it's all for like anything you see as a highlight on the Twitch channel will be uploaded usually within the next couple of days to Facebook. That's probably the biggest advertising I give myself. Since we're already right here, I don't think I can jump down this. No. So we have to go back. But yeah, like here lately, I've been doing a lot of highlights of like Code Vein and stuff like that across Facebook, just to kind of see if it takes. Try to get my name out there a little bit. I would rather not fight those guys. Okay. The red eyes they have really messes with me sometimes. Nothing else going on there. Yeah, this is one of the areas when I wasn't streaming, like, it was one of the maps I just decided I wanted to go explore a little bit more. I kind of figured I would come across a purpose for this camp being tucked all the way out there. That's what I go for on it, with it. Like, I won't say I don't like gimmicky channels because I watch a few of them, but I like just
Good day, Captain.
Sitting down to play a game.
Excellency. At your service. What might I do for you?
I am looking for Constantin d'Orsay, the island governor of the Congregation of Merchants.
A governor? Here? Whatever would he be doing in this rat hole?
My cousin was part of an expedition in this region. His men and his camp were attacked. They nearly all died. But we found no trace of his body, which has us hoping that he may still be alive, wounded and holding up somewhere, or even captured.
Have you cast your suspicions in our direction? I hope this is a joke. We've had neither reinforcements nor supplies for weeks. In my book, we've been totally forgotten. I wouldn't risk the few lives remaining to attack a governor's camp. I'm not crazy. I'm truly sorry for your cousin, Excellency, but we haven't seen him. And we definitely haven't kidnapped him. The region is dangerous. The natives are heartless. You should be looking in their direction.
You do know that we found the bodies of several men from the garrison up there, don't you?
How could you be sure?
One of them was carrying a note, signed by your hand.
And they are dead. I had hoped they'd have survived and would eventually return.
Explain yourself, Captain. What were your men doing on the cliff top?
They were monitoring the zone. They were to warn us of any troop movements. We have lost too many men to surprise attacks. We decided to take initiative and be ready. Yesterday, we heard screams and saw some strange lights up there. But I was hoping...
And you didn't go and see for yourself? You hear screams, certainly those of your own men, and you don't do anything?
So the last of my men give up their lives for nothing as well? You can think of me as a coward if you like. But me, I'm taking no more unnecessary risks.
Why do I have the feeling that you're holding something back from me?
Captain, my name is Afra. You might remember me. I passed by this outpost with my fellow scholars.
The Lost Expedition. Yes, I remember.
Her Excellency was able to extract us from the situation we found ourselves in.
Her Excellency has powers that I do not possess.
I'm casting no stones at you. You are isolated and without resources, and understandably a bit angry. You have the feeling that the powerful of this world have abandoned you, and you want to make them pay. But a life hangs in the balance. We must save him.
You were right. I will tell you everything I know. One of the men I posted there returned during the night.
A survivor. Excellent. Did he tell you what happened?
He wasn't able to say a word. He collapsed unconscious 2 steps past the doorway. Our nurse sits with him, but there is little hope that he will come back to himself. His wounds are extremely serious. He's just refusing to die.
I am sorry to hear that, Captain. Perhaps we could do something for him.
Go and see the nurse. Perhaps you can do something to help the poor boy. I can't take it anymore. To lose another man. Anything else?
I need to be going.
I would very much like to do the same. Safe journey, Your Excellency.
I think we're gonna talk with the soldier and head to the other camp next time around, because right now I try to keep my streams to about an hour and a half. When I have days off, I'll usually do one for a bit longer, but I think that's gonna do it for tonight. I'll be doing Code Vein tomorrow night, and then I kind of rotate on and off, or I rotate back and forth in the games. So, would love to see everybody next time. As always, guys, have a wonderful night.